Hello everyone. In this session we are going to see about preamble. To know your basic understandings on preamble, attempt the questions given here. If you are able to understand all the questions, then no need to see this video. You can study for other topics. If you are not able to answer all the questions, do not worry. We are here for you. Watch completely and understand clearly. This video is mainly based on objectives. There will be no descriptive type summaries. So, without wasting much of the time, let's start this video. Let's see the questions. Which constitution was the first to begin with preamble? In preamble, 42nd Amendment added two nature of Indian states. Which are those? Who called preamble as identity card of the constitution? Preamble has the mention of objectives of constitution. What are those? Does preamble mentions the date of adoption of constitution? Can India cede a part of its territory in favor of foreign state? Does liberalization, privatization, globalization dilute socialistic credentials of Indian state? Which three words added under 42nd Amendment? Who drafted and moved objectives resolution? Ideals of justice, social, economic and political has been taken from which revolution? Ideals of liberty, equality and fraternity in our preamble has been taken from which revolution? No person to be declared ineligible for inclusion in electoral grounds on grounds of religion, race, caste or sex. Is it true or false? Is preamble part of our constitution? If you are able to answer all these questions, then it's fine. If you are not, then please watch this video completely without skip. Now let's see what is preamble. Preamble mainly constitutes the source of authority of the constitution. It says it derives its authority from people of India. Then it says about the nature of Indian state. It says India to be a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens. And the objectives of the constitution, that is justice, liberty, equality and fraternity. It also mentions about the date of adoption of the constitution, that is 26th November 1949. So, preamble mainly explains four things, that is the source of authority of the constitution, people of India, nature of Indian state, that is sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic and republic, objectives of the constitution, that is justice, liberty, equality and fraternity, date of adoption of the constitution 26th November 1949. Preamble to the Indian Constitution is mainly based on the objective resolution drafted by Nehru. Now let's analyze some of the questions. Which constitution was the first to begin with preamble? It's American Constitution. In preamble, 42nd Amendment added two nature of Indian state, which are those socialist and secular. Actually, we need to understand here that 42nd Amendment added three new words and not two, but in that three new words, two words constitute for nature of Indian state. Those are socialist and secular. The other word is integrity. Now let's move on to the next question. Who called preamble as identity card of the constitution? It is N.A. Palkiwala. Next question. Preamble has the mention of objectives of constitution. What are those? We have seen this already. That is justice, liberty, equality and fraternity are the objectives of constitution. Does preamble mentions the date of adoption of constitution? It's clearly a yes. The answer would be 26th November 1949. Can India cede a part of its territory in favor of a foreign state? Here, we need to understand what is meant by a sovereign state. Here, we need to know what is a sovereign state. India is not depending on other countries, or it is not dominion, it is not dominant over other countries. It is an independent state. Hence, this ideology is called as a sovereign state. Being a sovereign state, India can either acquire a foreign territory or cede a part of its territory in favor of foreign state. This means that India can acquire other countries' territory, or cede means it can lend its part of its territory in favor of a foreign state. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. Does liberalization, privatization, and globalization dilute socialistic credentials of Indian state? Absolutely yes, because we all know in socialism, public sector plays a major role where there is no role for a private sector. By providing the opportunities for liberalizing, privatizing, and globalizing, we are going to dilute the socialistic credentials. In India, we have a mixed economy where private sector and public sector goes hand in hand, wherein socialism producing, procuring, and distributing everything happens only with the public sector. There will be no role for a private sector. By liberalizing, privatizing, and globalizing, we help the private sectors to come forward and take part in producing, procuring, and distributing. India is having a mixed economy, democratic socialism, where it aims to end poverty, ignorance, disease, and inequalities of opportunity. Thus, liberalization, privatization, and globalization dilute the socialistic credentials of Indian state. Which are the three words added under 42nd Amendment? It's socialist, secular, and integrity. Who drafted and moved Objectives Resolution? Answer is Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Ideals of justice, social, economic, and political has been taken from which revolution? It is from Russian Revolution. Ideals of liberty, equality, and fraternity in our preamble has been taken from which revolution? It is from French Revolution. No person to be declared ineligible for inclusion in electoral grounds on grounds of religion, race, caste, or sex. True or false? It's a true. No person to be declared ineligible for inclusion in electoral grounds on the grounds of religion, race, caste, or sex. Now let's come to the next question and the last question. Is preamble part of the constitution? The answer is yes, because in Berubari Union case, the Supreme Court said preamble is not part of the constitution, but in Keshwananda Bharti case, it said it is a part of constitution. In LIC of India case, it said integral part of the constitution. It means preamble is a part of constitution. Now let's end the video here. I hope this video was informative for you, and this is mainly based on objective type of questions for the topic preamble. If you are looking for descriptive type, then you must learn individual keywords like socialist, secular, sovereign, republic, everything, and that will be for mains. Okay, if you have any doubts regarding these MCQs or objectives, you can leave a comment below. I will try to see the comments. Okay, now let's end the video. Thank you.